Please take note of this because these are extremely dangerous devices. The tea lights inside generate about 40 watts each, so there's 4 in there now, so there's about 160 watts of heat. The heat in here gets so intense that what you actually create is a bomb. Now the paraffin inside these kettle lights very quickly melts, it turns into liquid as the candle works. Those ones aren't quite there yet because I've only lit this a few minutes ago to demonstrate. Now let me explain how these are dangerous. These kettle lights, tea lights, whichever you want to call them, they should never be less than 8 centimetres apart. In this case they're near on right next to each other. What happens is there's 2 scenarios that can unfold. Because the wax turns to liquid, the intense heat creates the possibility for those liquids in each pot to ignite. However, if the liquid wax should leak out and get into this tray at the bottom, it then comes down the bar inside and you can never get rid of it. Now I had a fire with one of these and that exact scenario happened. The wax leaked out and it came down the shaft of this studding here, and during the night it flared. The whole thing ignited. All the paraffin wax inside the saucer ignited and the flames came reaching out all the way up. They came so high that they actually melted this hook. Now look at the damage it did here. It was exactly the same thing. It was hanging on that hole there and it ignited in the night and nearly burnt the boat down. Now as I say, these heaters are extremely effective at dealing with condensation. However, they are exceedingly dangerous. You must never ever use tea lights that close together. Now despite saying this, I still use this device because, as I say, it does deal with the condensation. However, I only use 1 tea light at a time. But even then, there is a danger because the heat that gets generated from this device is really quite remarkable. It's intense heat. This pot here, once it's been running for 10 minutes, you can't hold it. That bar there, it's impossible to touch it without burning your fingers. So please, 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 if you're going to make one of these, do not, under any circumstances, put multiple tea lights in. And never, ever leave it unattended. The possibility for this to ignite and flash flare is extremely high. These are not safe devices, and even though they may be aesthetically pleasing and very effective in many ways, they are totally and utterly lethal. They are very, very dangerous. If you use these, at some point the possibility of having a fire erupt within the actual liquid wax itself is extremely high. These are very, very dangerous. I had a lucky escape. Please don't make the same mistake.